me again.
Oh, look how pretty that is.
Fun stuff.
Look, it's part. Oh, that is beautiful, Chef. Bon appetit. Hey everybody, I'm Vera Stewart and welcome to the VeryVera Show. You know, it's tailgate season and I am loving football this fall. So I've got 3 great recipes for you to use when you're tailgating or when you're having people over to watch the game. We're going to start with an SEC pinwheel. This is a traditional twist on an Italian pinwheel. You're going to love it. Then we're going to do a crispy oven chicken. This is going to have everybody at the tailgate party talking about the fact that you made chicken from scratch. Then we're going to do a Hershey's peanut butter and jelly bar that, oh my goodness, is delicious. In Vera's Corner today, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can get to your party with everything you need. I've got a special guest today, and then we've got a fantastic giveaway. So I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get started with football fun. All right, we're ready to get started on these SEC pinwheels. I'm trying to be neutral today. It's a little difficult, but I'm trying. So we've got some softened cream cheese. This is about 4 ounces. You know, and if you need to zap it in the microwave, do it in 10-second intervals because everybody's microwave is different, but I just want it to be pliable and easy to work with. All right, now I'm gonna add in horseradish. This is why I love this recipe. You know, it's not so much that it's overpowering, but it just has a really nice kick. And horseradish is a little salty, so the only other ingredient I'm gonna add to our spread is fresh cracked pepper. The beauty of this recipe, everybody, is this has like a 3-day shelf life, so you could actually get this made on Thursday night. All right, so I'm gonna put down a tortilla shell. It's about a 6-inch, and we're gonna make 5 of these. So I wanna kind of eyeball my filling, and I'm gonna use about 1/5 of it. It's a nice little thin layer, and you wanna go around to about a 1/2 inch. And I can smell that horseradish already, I love it. All right, now this is where the young people can come get involved and help and get ready for tailgating, especially if they're gonna get to go to the game. All right, so we're gonna start layering, and we've got cheddar cheese, and I love to use the sharp, but you wanna make sure you get the thinly sliced. So we're gonna put 4 slices of cheddar cheese. And then I've got turkey as the next ingredient. I'm gonna do about 4 slices of turkey. And you can get this slice for you at the deli or just buy the already really thinly sliced. And because this can be done ahead, this is just one less thing you have to worry about. 2 slices of ham. All right. And now bacon. We're going to do 3 slices of bacon. And I'm just going to cut those in half, basically. And the nice thing about bacon is this bacon I cooked in the oven, so I don't have a big mess on my countertop. But you know, for me, the countertop wouldn't be in a mess because I've got an induction cooktop, and I can lay a towel right on top of it when I get ready to cook that bacon, and then I'm just going to throw that in the laundry basket. Right, got that. Now I've used my mandolin with my radishes. Now you see all these southern ingredients coming into this thing for this SEC pinwheel. I love it. So you just want to cover the top, and if you've cut them slightly thin, it's just going to be a nice little crisp, and it's going to be a little bit hot. And now my cucumbers. This is another great trick. So you want to slice your cucumbers on the mandolin and salt them and let them sit in the refrigerator overnight. And then the next day you wring all the water out, put those in a towel, and you roll it up. Remember how you used to hand wash your sweaters and then you rolled them up in a towel? That's what you're gonna do. Now this pinwheel is ready to roll up, and it's gonna go in a piece of wax paper. Tight, twist the ends, And that's all ready until you're ready to slice them. So I'm gonna make 4 more of these during the break, show you how to do that. And then when we come back, I'm gonna get started on that crispy oven chicken. You're going to love it. So come back with me in just a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody, and I'm so excited to introduce my special guest today. Beth Greene is from Fair Hope, Alabama, near Mobile, where we're airing now.
So exciting.
And I'm so happy to have you. And she is the owner and the designer of MB Greene Company, and she makes the most beautiful bags. And you're going to learn a little bit more about that and her at the end of the segment today. But I have dragged her in to help me finish these pinwheels today. So I got, during the break, we went ahead and finished, got all 5 of them done. And now I'm going to ask you to start cutting them and making them into the little pinwheels.
Wonderful.
Don't eat them now.
I know.
We got to have some for the presentation. So I'm going to get started on the crispy oven chicken. And this is a very easy recipe, and it actually starts with buttermilk. And why buttermilk? Well, my real answer would be because my mother-in-law always used buttermilk when she was doing chicken, but it really coats the chicken really well. And you know, buttermilk has like a forever shelf life. I mean, like 2 or 3 months in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna add crushed garlic to that. So this is where all the flavor is gonna go. A little hot sauce.
My favorite.
And we're gonna get about 5 or 7 of those out of a roll. Okay, I've got some kosher salt and some crushed black pepper. All right, so I'm just gonna whisk that together. And this is what the chicken, oh, can you smell that hot sauce?
Smell it.
So she always soaked her chicken in buttermilk overnight if she was gonna fry it the next day. All right, so I'm gonna move this a little bit out of the way so I can get started cutting this chicken breast. So I don't know about Fair Hope, but over here in Augusta, Georgia, the chickens are getting really big because this is a gigantic chicken breast. So I pounded it down with my mallet because you want an even, width on the chicken breast. So I'm just gonna cut into strips, and then you want like a 2-bite amount. So I'm gonna just cut this maybe into thirds. And this way you're gonna really probably get almost 12 pieces from 1 chicken breast.
Wow.
And then this is what you do the night before. So don't start telling me you're not gonna do this because it's too much trouble, because you're just gonna real quickly do this, late Friday afternoon or Friday night, and you're gonna, stick it. So I'm gonna bring my bowl back, and this is what this is gonna soak in. And it's just gonna get so flavorful. So what I've done, I'll just grab this behind me, is we went ahead and did some in advance. So that's ready to go. So the next ingredient is melted butter on top of Ritz crackers. Are you loving it?
I'm loving it. Anything with butter and bacon.
I know. Yeah, bacon over
is in the
there and butter
pinwheels.
in here. Okay, so this is my roll that's gonna make this crispy chicken. All right, so I'm gonna bring this bowl over so we'll work from this location. And I've prepared my sheet pan with a rack, because what makes this get crisp is that you've got the air and the heat circulating all the way around. And I love to do the crackers real fine and also have some nice chunks. So you can do it in the food processor, but I actually just stick the crackers in my Ziploc bag and get the air out and then crush them with my hands.
It's the easiest thing.
Easiest thing. So this, at this point, can go in the refrigerator overnight, just like that. Just wrap that with saran. And then the minute you get up, before the game, you're gonna take that out of the refrigerator. Then you're gonna bake it for about 20 minutes and just don't cover it up on the way to the game. It'll be real crispy. So in Vera's Corner today, I've got tips on how to get to the tailgate party without missing a few things. Have you ever entertained away from home, gotten to where you're going, and you're missing half of what you need? Well, today in Vera's Corner, I'm going to give you some tips to make sure that you are successful on the go. When packing for your tailgate, use this checklist: clean, separate, cook, and chill. Clean. Make sure you bring soap, water if there's none available, wet disposable cloths, gloves, and hand sanitizer. Having these items on hand will ensure that you're able to do any food prep necessary while keeping your tailgate bacteria-free. Separate. If you're grilling out, be sure to pack separate plates for raw meat and cooked meat. Before you leave the house, wrap your raw meat very tightly so the juices don't touch your ready-to-eat food. Store raw meat in the bottom of your cooler. Cook. Along with your grill and fuel, your packing list should have a cooking thermometer and a minimum cooking temperature sheet. That means you too, grill master. Chill. Have plenty of coolers, ice packs, and ice on hand to store your raw ingredients and foods that need to be kept cold, like pimento cheese or potato salad. Also grab some clean containers for leftovers. Keep these tips in mind and have a great game day. Welcome back, everybody, and if you're just joining me, let me reintroduce Mary Beth Greene. She is the designer and owner of MB Greene, and it is a wonderful company. We want you to look at her website and everything she's got going on. We're going to learn more about her at the end of the show today. But we were busy during the break.
Yes, we were.
We got all the pinwheels done. I finished rolling the crispy oven chicken in the bread coating and wrapped it with saran wrap. This was what you would do on Friday night, the night before. Put it in the refrigerator. The next day, you're going to stick that in the oven for about 20-25 minutes and let it get good and crispy, and then don't cover it again so it'll stay crispy. And in Vera's Corner today, I hope you learned something about a great checklist for when you're entertaining off-site. So now we're going to get started on the Hershey's peanut butter and jelly bars. Have you ever had them?
Yum. I have not.
Oh my gosh, this recipe is so good. There's some steps, Mary Beth, and she was a teacher just like me, so she knows all about lesson planning. So we went ahead and got the crust made ahead. So you want to invent the double boiler, you know, the saucepan with the glass flat top bowl on top, and put in your butter, your sugar, and your Hershey's cocoa. You're going to let that dissolve really well over that double boiler process, and then you're going to add in 1 beaten egg. You're going to use your whisk now for about 6 minutes, and it's going to look like fudge sauce is what you're trying to accomplish there. So once that's done, you're going to add in your crushed peanuts and your crushed saltine crackers. So this is one of those sweet, salty sort of things. So I've done that. I've also gone ahead and chilled it, and then I've added grape jelly on the top. So I've done a layer of that. So now we're ready for the third step, which is the peanut butter filling. So I've got my butter in the mixer. I'm going to go ahead and get that going. And we're going to add in Reese's peanut butter. You know, you just can't go wrong with this combination.
That is my favorite.
Of course, I'm getting it all over the mixer. And then confectioner's sugar. Now while this is beating, we've also got some Hershey's chocolate chips that are on the stove. So let me tell you a little bit about this induction cooktop while this is beating around. All right, so this induction cooktop, you can put this saucepan on simmer and you can leave it there all day long with these chocolate chips in it. But then the magic happens, VeryVera.
Wow.
See?
So yummy.
It's just like velvet. All right, so this is going to be the topping. So she's going to add butter to that. I've got this pretty much ready. All I'm doing here is just getting this good and mixed up. So I'm going to get this on top of my jelly portion. And then all of this you will want to have in the refrigerator because these are going to need to be chilled. So this is where on your packing list for this tailgate party, certainly you're going to have a cooler. I'm sure there won't be any beer in it, right?
Right.
Of course not. Plenty of water. So we're going to finish these bars. Mary Beth is going to put the beautiful topping of chocolate on the top. And when we come back from the break, we're going to set up our own tailgate party. You're going to learn a little bit more about Mary Beth and her company, and then we're going to talk about a fantastic giveaway. So don't touch that dial. Welcome back, everybody, and I'm ready to go to the game.
Me too.
I'm telling you, but you're going to a different game than I'm going to. But that's another story. But we've had a lot of fun today, and I hope you're going to try some of these recipes, Mary Beth.
I am.
And for all of you, they're always available at VeryVera.com. So let's walk through what we did today, and you were a marvelous help to me today, so thank you for that. But we started with the SEC Pinwheels, and that's really easy to do, has like a 4-day shelf life. So when you make these on Thursday, you can forget that part of this buffet, and look what a difference it makes to the table. And it's just something quick that people can just grab and go. So I love that. Then the crispy oven chicken tenders, those look like we picked them up somewhere.
They do.
And you know, you're gonna do this the day before, you're gonna put it on the rack in your refrigerator. When the alarm goes off the next morning, you're gonna pull them out so they're at room temperature, bake them right before you get ready to leave, and then leave them open. Just put a piece of wax paper or parchment paper. They're just great served at room temperature with any of your favorite dips. And then finally, your favorite, the Hershey's peanut butter and jelly bars. Oh my gosh, those things are great. They have to be kept chilled, so that's where you're going to use the cooler and all the other things that were discussed in Vera's Corner today on a checklist for tailgating. It's going to be great. But they're not going to last that long. They're going to be gone just like that.
They will.
All right, we've got quite a beautiful setup. But I want to know more about Mary Beth Greene, and I'm sure all of you do too. So tell us a little bit more about yourself and your business.
Well, thank you for having me today. It's been my pleasure and such a treat. I can't wait to try the recipes. So we are based in Fairhope, Alabama, and everything is designed and shipped from Fairhope. But we started with a wax canvas bag, and those bags are all perfect for travel or even at home and just on the go lifestyle.
The pool, the wherever you're going.
Definitely. So they were designed with the wax canvas so you can just wipe them off, a vinyl lining. And as we began to hear more and more about the vinyl and the clear bag policies that stadiums were implementing, we launched our Be Clear collection in 2017. And our focus has been to have a quality and fashionable clear bag. So this is our chain purse. You can see the privacy pouch on the inside, and all of our styles, including the privacy pouch, are all compliant with Homeland Security. So you can take it to the stadium, you can take it to a concert, but we really tried to make them on trend and in a way that you can take them just for a day strolling through town or wherever you might be going.
Right, and you know, I went to the Rose Bowl this year, and I haven't been going to games that much in the last couple of years, and I could have really used that myself. Well, you've chosen a great way to niche into a market. With your other bags were, you know, just really doing well, but you saw this opportunity with the new clear bag, and you're working with high schools as well on that.
Correct.
Absolutely.
It's becoming more and more of a policy that's being implemented, even in venues that aren't for 85 to 100,000 people. So even the smaller venues.
Well, and the other thing I love about your company is your philanthropy work. So tell us a little bit about that.
We do give a portion of all sales back to the M. Bagwell Foundation, which is in memory of my sister, Mandy Bagwell. And we have actually already sent 3 children off to college and helped them. Mandy has 3 children, and it is just such great joy for us to see her children give those scholarships and tell funny stories and memories of their moms. So,
well, you've got lots of reasons to go to Mary Beth's website at MB Greene and learn more about her. Follow her on Instagram. She's always up to something. Every weekend I see some fun post from you, so definitely do that. But let's talk about the giveaway for a few minutes. So we've got some really great things today. It's going to start with a 20-quart cooler from Icer. So anything that you made today that needed to be refrigerated, like the Pinwheels, those things, that's a $150 value. Then Onward Reserve is given a University of Georgia polo, which all the men will love. So that's really great. And then you have got a fantastic giveaway.
Well, we are giving away an Auburn tote that is one of our wax canvas pieces, but we're also giving away one of our brand new styles, the hinge purse. And you can see that it has the leopard, so it's definitely fashion forward and on trend for game day.
Okay, so go to Instagram and Facebook for VeryVera and find the directions on how to enter. And as I always say on the VeryVera show, no matter what you do, do it in good taste. I've got great taste in guests on the show and jointly entrepreneurial experiences. So I hope you'll look at these recipes and enjoy this on your next tailgate, and come back and join us again next week for another episode of the VeryVera show.